Hai semua, selamat datang lagi di channel aku Cerita Rifa. Dalam video ini, aku mau ngajakin kalian untuk jalan-jalan ke Sephora yang ada di Pasadena. Video ini diambil bulan Februari tahun 2020 sebelum pandemi teman-teman. Jadi jangan heran ya kalau pada enggak maskeran. Aku tuh suka banget sama Sephora yang ada di Amerika karena banyak kelas kecantikan gratis yang bisa kita lihat di aplikasi Sephora. Misalnya nih ya, kelas kecantikan cara bikin alis yang baik dan benar sesuai dengan bentuk wajah. Aku sudah ikut beberapa kali nih kelas gratis dari Sephora. Tapi semenjak pandemi melanda, kelas-kelas kecantikan itu ditiadakan dulu untuk sementara. Video ini aku ambil ketika aku belanja produk dari Fenty Beauty dan staff salesnya ngajarin aku cara mengaplikasikan produk-produk tersebut di wajah. Dan yang paling penting guys, semuanya itu gratis. Pada saat di make upin ini, aku minta sama staffnya untuk didandanin secara natural teman-teman. Jangan lupa untuk like, subscribe, dan komen karena ikan sepat ikan gabus lebih cepat, lebih bagus. Jadi teman-teman silahkan ditonton ya videonya sampai selesai dan lihat gimana hasilnya nanti.
It's like drain your energy and
like you feel it all like behind your eyes too.
But it's like opening my eye already.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about a brightening concealer is that you can almost like make it look like you got an extra 5 hours of sleep when you didn't.
I know.
And you can see that by pulling it up to the temple, it actually lifts the eye. So do you see the difference between this one and that one? How it actually you have more focus and attention that's pulled up here, so it gives that illusion. So same thing, I always start the concealer when I'm using a brush a little bit lower than the actual lash line. I'm going to just show you like the shape before I'm actually blending it out.
Okay.
So if you take a look at that, that's kind of the shape. And then we're going to blend that up into the lash line.
So and smaller and lighter here.
So yeah, now I'm going to blend this out. So I usually will use the nose as a guideline as to how far down I want to go. In case you ever forget. So you can always just basically stop it where the nose stops.
Okay.
And now I'm just going to start to blend this up into your lash line.
I didn't know about that before. Now I know. Nose is like the perimeter,
The soften part.
yeah.
Go ahead and look up for me. Just want to get some of this blue transfer off. The biggest thing when you're doing this is to make sure that all the edges are blended really smoothly so that you can make sure that there's no obvious lines on your face.
No way.
You want it to be seamless.
Oh my god.
I also start the product here and not directly at the lash line because the more product you put here to begin with, the faster and more easily the concealer will crease on the under eye. It's pretty inevitable, like you're going to always have some form of like creasing, but the more you start here, the more you're going to have to deal with, and you have to like really go back and blend it out. Like it's just more work to do. So starting lower and then using that product upwards into the lash line is a much better way to do it, so you don't have to work so hard. I'm just blending those edges.
Yeah, I think I did it the wrong way.
Okay, I feel like there's not just one way of doing makeup. Like the way I always teach it is in ways that I feel like are easy to understand or really easier to apply to get the end result, where you don't have to do so much through things, and just to help you not have to like fix.
Yeah.
It's always easier to add makeup than it is to fix it or take it off.
Oh god. Yeah, it's like you have to start all over again. That happens.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. When you're like in a hurry and then
No bueno. We don't like that.
you just want to kill somebody for that.
Yes. Okay, so if you look here, so now we have the brighten under eyes. So you can just do this and call it a day, but if you're highlighting and contouring your face, you can also go in the center of the forehead.
What is this?
We're highlighting right now.
Oh, highlighting.
So we're highlighting for highlighting and contouring. So we're creating shade and light.
Okay.
So-
What do you use? Still the
Still the concealer. Same product.
Okay.
So I'm just showing you where I'm placing it, and then now I'm blending it out. So brightening it throughout the center.
Yeah, this is what I need to learn. I didn't know like how to do this like properly. Like this is wow.
Yeah, so this, you don't, like I said, you don't have to do all of this. Like you can just do your under eye and your contour and you could be fine. But this is if you're going for it. So where this is here, I'm just going to take my foundation brush. I'm not going to add any product. I'm just going to use whatever was left on it from before to blend out the edges. Sorry, got your little baby hair. Okay. And then you can also put some of the concealer like right along the chin if you want.
I feel like Kim K.
You are Kim K. You actually look just like her right now. That blue and that lip. All right.
So here the chin.
So the center of the face, really. I'm just gonna press this in. This is where I do like a beauty blender sponge, just because I'll like press it into the skin even more.
Yeah.
But the brush is really allowing me to kind of get the same effect. So, all right. So we got that on. Now we're gonna do our contour.
So you put this in the middle first, and then you put the contour, not the other way around.
I personally like to do the concealer first.
Okay.
I feel like it's easier for me to blend the dark into light rather than the opposite. I just got that all up in my nail. Alright, so with this, we're going to use the same brush as the foundation, okay? So you can look straight into the mirror. So I like to follow the top part of the ear as my placement. So where
Top
I'm going to
of
put
the
it.
ear, yeah?
So following the top of the ear. So we're going to start with our lines here. Start with about like 2 of them, okay? Yes. And then you can also go across like the entire perimeter of your forehead. So really, where there's the most space between the brow and the forehead is where we're really going to contour to shade in. And we're going to leave this middle part open where we highlighted with the concealer.
Okay.
Cool?
Should have been doing this like in the morning, so that I can stay
Go and
like
do
this, yeah,
something.
the whole
Now
day.
you can just go and take pictures.
Exactly. This is it. Don't worry.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So same brush.
Yeah.
So what I like to do with this brush is align it to the shape of the contour. So I'm not going this way because this will make it bigger.
Okay.
So I like to make it
okay.
easier for me in that sense. So all I'm going to do now is just blend this back and forth until that line starts to diffuse. So I probably have a little more on my brush than I want, so I'm going to take a little off with the tissue. Literally just going to do like a sweep. Like that. And then we're just going to continue to blend this. So once I see that the lines and the edges are more diffused, the key thing I like to make sure I'm doing is pulling it up, not down.
Okay.
Because if you're trying to maintain structure and lift the face, you don't want to pull it downwards. You want to keep everything higher. And then same thing throughout here, we're just going to blend and really focus it on getting into the perimeter of your hairline.
Okay. Look at the difference.
Right? See that? So now we're creating more dimension by adding shadow. So I'm not worried about the edges because I'm going to go back and fix that. But I kind of just like sweep off the contour product from my brush onto a tissue or a towel just so that I make sure I'm not putting more product all over the face.
Okay. So you can always do that, huh?
Yeah, if you ever feel like, oh, it's too much, like you're adding more rather than blending, just wipe them off.
Okay.
And then once again, back and forth. And we're going to pull it out. Look at them cheeks, girl.
Oh my god, look at my... No, I have cheekbone.
She sure does. So we're just going in and blending the edges here. This is another point where I like to use a beauty blender sponge, like a clean one, and just kind of press everything into the skin. So I'm just going to use a clean brush and just kind of like press that all in the edges. Like I said, we don't want to see a lot of lines, right?
So that's the purpose of this big brush.
You can use it for this. Mine's like literally falling apart. I've cleaned it so many times. but
Because I was like, what's the purpose of this big brush?
This is technically a foundation brush, so you could use it to apply foundation, kind of like you would a beauty blender, but I'm just using it more as like a blending brush right now.
Okay.
And then, do you want to contour your nose, or?
Yeah, try. Let's do that. I want to now.
Okay. So it does require I feel like it's easier with a smaller brush, personally. So I'm going to use this brush from KVD.
Okay.
So if you feel it, it kind of goes to a tapered point.
Yeah.
So I'm really going to be utilizing that tapered part of it to get the nose nice and chiseled. So what I like to do when it comes to contouring the brows is really like start from the front here and kind of reshadow the brows. So I'm going to take a little bit along the tip of my brush here.
Okay.
And I'm going to start right in this point. And we're going to start to pull it down on the side. And then really blend this up into your brow. It's gonna look really dramatic at first, and then we'll blend it out. Same thing over here.
Where do you learn to do this? Like school?
I mean, I went to school to become a licensed esthetician, but I didn't really learn much about makeup. I learned more about makeup through working for Sephora and through YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like learning by doing, right?
That's exactly the experience. There's nothing. There's not a better teacher than actual experience.
Because I'm so jealous to see like people. Oh my God, they're so like handy, like quick, and so pretty. I was like,
you can do it. It just takes practice. You know, a little bit of practice will take you a long way.
yeah, no, but just more.
Just taking that brush again, just pressing in those edges.
Wow.
You see the difference?
Yeah. It's like so natural.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
You like?
of course, I love it.
Good.
Ooh.
So now we're gonna do a little blush and
Oh,
highlighter.
look at me.
Look at you.
So that's how you do it. You know what I did? I just like here.
And you can do that too. Honestly, that's what I was about to do, but I feel like for control, going directly on with the brush, like you won't end up with more than what you need.
Sometimes it went out of control.
Believe me, I understand. I'm naturally very heavy-handed, so I can end up with crazy looks.
Yeah, so yeah, good. Like, and the right brush.
I've always said the having the right tools will allow you to work smarter, not harder. So you're making things a lot easier for yourself when you have good tools.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna also use that same brush that we did for your foundation and for blending out the contour. Okay, I'm gonna take my blush. I'm gonna put it onto my hand.
What is that, blush?
You can use this as eyes, lip color, and blush. But I'm gonna warm this up in my hand. Take my brush. And then kind of scoops them off. And then I'm going to go in between your cheek and concealer, like your bronzer and concealer, and start to press this in to give you some color. And I'm tapping so it'll really press it onto the skin and not rub everything away. Give a little color there. Nothing too crazy. That's why I like these. They're really buildable.
This is better than YouTube.
Than what? Than YouTube?
Yeah.
It's your face. You're getting to learn on your face.
Yeah, exactly. On my face, and then like, because like not everybody's skin is the same, right?
Not everyone's face shape is the same.
Yeah.
So even watching like a contouring video on YouTube, it's like you might learn some technique, but her face is going to be different from your face.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And this is like my face.
It's your face.
So this is the best for my face.
Yeah, now you know exactly where to place things for you.
Oh my God, it looks so different.
It looks so good. She's got some chiseled cheeks.
I know. I'm ready for red carpet.
I love it. Okay, so I'm going to set the under eye concealer. First, I want to make sure that nothing's creasing, so I'm going to have you look straight up for me. So just using that brush and just kind of tapping in anything that might have creased. We didn't really have much, so that's always good. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Pro Filter powder and banana with a small eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to go in and pack this right on the areas where the concealer was creasing a little bit. And this is also what you could use on your face where if you get oily at all, you could put this on to the T-zone or all over if you're oily all over.
It's like the, what do you call that powder?
It's like a translucent powder.
Translucent powder.
Yep, this one just has a little bit of a yellow tint, so it'll, it won't make you go like too light. It'll work with the undertone of your skin. Sometimes the translucent powders can go almost a little gray on warmer skin, so this one will not do that. This also doesn't have any flashback in the photos, so you won't have like a white reflection when you take a photo with the flash. So I'm going to take that powder and just kind of go around the nose, around the mouth, where typically the oily areas. Like I feel like the mouth is always like kind of a hot spot. It can make it look kind of sweaty almost when we get shiny there. And now we have to finish it off with a highlighter. Do you ever wear highlighters?
No. I'd really love to know how, like, and where, like, yeah.
I mean, the main place that you're going to use a highlighter typically is going to be on the top of the cheekbone here. But if you're ever like, where do I put it? It's highlighter should go where the light naturally would reflect off of your skin. So if you were to face like a bright light, wherever you see that light bouncing off the most is where you should put your highlighter, or where you could put your highlighter.
Okay.
So, and it's also designed to, help bring out features of the face. So we like our cheekbones to pop typically, so that's why we're gonna put it at the top.
Okay.
So this one from Fenty is called Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. I'm gonna use Mo Honey. It's a little bit more of a pop.
Also,
okay?
there are two. Oh, yeah.
This one's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
It's pretty, it's luminous, but this is luminous and kind of shimmery. Okay. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna use just like a flat brush right along the edge, and then we're gonna hit it right up here, okay? We're gonna start by kind of tapping it onto the cheekbone, and then we're gonna start to sweep it up, kind of going back and forth, and then up around the brow of it. So if you turn a little bit here, you start to see that glow coming through. Glowing bronze goddess.
I look skinny with this makeup.
That's what contouring will do. That's why so many girls love it, because it can make you look like you lost 10 pounds.
Oh my god. I look like, wow, yes, different.
You still look like you.
Yeah, I still look like me, but like in
They're
a...
just enhanced,
Yeah.
darling.
Enhancing, yeah.
So I always like to just make sure the highlighter is blending into the blush, but not completely covering the blush. I'm going to take a little bit, do that same. I'm actually going to use the left side, the softer side, this one, and that small brush. I'm just going to lightly go on the bridge of the nose. This is totally optional. This helps to, like, if you want your nose to look smaller, this is how you can also do that.
I don't need plastic surgery for this.
No, this is plastic surgery in a lot cheaper form.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What do you think?
Oh my god. It's amazing.
Looks so
Look at
nice.
me, yeah. Ooh.
And I also like to use our highlighters as like eyeshadow too. Where did I just put that brush? Oh, here it is. So I'm going to take the color we did on your cheekbone. You can open your eyes and look straight. I'm going to pop that into the inner corner.
Oh, what's that?
This is the highlighter. So
Highlighter.
the same thing I just put on your cheek.
Okay.
Same color. I'm just putting it right in the inner corner of the eye, because that's a really great place to highlight.
I like that.
This helps to open the eyes and make you look more awake. And it's also really great for photography. Like, it just kind of gives like almost like a twinkle in the eye.
Yeah, that's it. Like, oh yeah, this I need.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
Looks really good with your blue liner. Which one are you wearing? What brand is that?
The one here,
Urban Decay?
Yeah. Urban Decay, yeah.
I'm gonna grab a setting spray, okay?
Yeah.
In just a moment.
Right.
Okay, go ahead and close your eyes. This is from KVD. This is the 24-hour Lock-It setting spray. I like kind of shower in setting sprays just because I really like for it to melt the foundation into the skin. And then I'm going to throw on a little gloss for you too. This is the Fenty Glow Gloss. Have you tried this before? Oh wait, no, you have your lip on. Maybe we should. That lip is looking really good. Do you want the gloss?
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
I know. I mean, I can always like wipe and put it again. I just want to see like I bought this one for my friend.
Okay.
Is it Glass Bomb?
Gloss Bomb? Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the original Fenty Glow
Yeah.
Gloss Bomb. So again, just, yeah, perfect. This is an addictive formula.
Uh-huh.
It smells good. It's not a sticky gloss. It's quite comfortable. And it looks good by itself, or really over pretty much any lipstick. Feels good, right?
Wow.
Gorgeous.
What? Oh my god, I wish I work at Sephora. I can always buy stuff, right?
Yeah, you look good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's feeling herself.
My boyfriend will recognize me.